Good day everyone, this is Jonna Esbuhian, your instructor for today. For today's discussion, we will discuss and we will talk about what is multiple intelligences. Before we would discuss first the concept of multiple intelligences, we will define first what is intelligence. Because what immediately comes to our mind is that it is the concept of IQ testing. And intelligence, it is defined as intellectual potential. It is something that we are born with. It is natural born within us, and it can be measured, and it has the capacity that is difficult to change. And eventually, the concept of intelligences or the other views of intelligence have emerged. That is why one of the conception is the theory of multiple intelligences. It is proposed by the Harvard psychologist Howard Gardner. So according to his own website, howardgardner.com, that he is born in Scranton, Pennsylvania in United States. His influences are John Piaget, Jerome Bruner, and Nelson Goodman. He is the John H. and Elizabeth A. Hobbs Research Professor of Cognition and Education at Harvard Graduate School of Education. He is also an adjunct professor of psychology at Harvard University and senior director of Harvard Project Zero. So he achieved a lot of numerous honors and awards. So that's it from the brief discussion about the background of Howard Gardner. Now we will proceed to the MI theory, or multiple intelligences theory. Multiple intelligences theory is it advances that in every teaching, as a parent or a teacher can draw on a child's many intelligences. So what are those intelligences? So we will discuss it later. So it suggests that traditional psychometric views of intelligence are too limited because the idea is all about central intelligence. It is all centralized, it's all generalized, or a general intelligence. That is why he first outlined the theory in his 1983 book, which is entitled The Frames of Mind, the Theory of Multiple Intelligences, where he suggested that all people have different kinds of intelligences. It subscribes to each his own learning style. Because that is why teachers nowadays have different kind of teaching style for every learning style of every individual in a specific classroom setting. So we have 8 intelligences. First, linguistic. Second, logical, mathematical. Third, bodily, kinesthetic, spatial, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist. And according to Howard Gardner, it is a possible addition for 9th intelligence, which is called existentialist intelligence. But I will just discuss you first the 8 intelligences that he proposed. Okay, first we will discuss linguistic intelligence. From the word linguistic, it is the use of language. It is the ability to excite, please, convince, stimulate, or convey information through writing or speaking, or with the use of words and language. People with linguistic intelligence can enjoy writing and reading. They pick up new languages easily. It's either they are bilingual, trilingual, or multilingual. And they are able to explain things well. Okay, their potential career are writers or journalists, poets, teachers, actors, and orators. Okay, we will proceed to the logical mathematical intelligence. It is the ability to explore patterns, reasoning, and analyzing problems. It also solving mathematical operations. They are inclined with numbers, relationships, and just like what I've said earlier, patterns. Their characteristics is that they love to play numbers, they enjoy solving problems, interested in if-then logic, and solve complex computations. The The potential career in this logical mathematical intelligence is scientists, accountants, lawyer, doctors, engineers, and a lot. Then the next one, we have the bodily kinesthetic intelligence. It is the ability to use fine and gross motor skills. They are good at body movement, performing actions, and physical control. Now they have sense of rhythm, graceful in movement. They communicate ideas through gestures, body movement, and facial expressions, and read body language. And they solve problems through doing. Its potential career is being a dancer, gymnasts, builders, and sculptors. And the next one is the spatial intelligence. It is the ability to perceive and mentally manipulate form or objects. They perceive and create tension, balance, and composition. They are good at visualizing things, no? For example, yung tatay na mahilig siyang mag-create ng heroes made of sleepers, no? Their characteristics is that they can draw, doodle, sketch, and they have keen eye for detail, enjoy puzzles, and its potential career are architects, visual artists, photographers, and cartoonists. Moreover, we have this musical intelligence. It is the ability to enjoy, perform, or compose musical piece. They are good at thinking patterns, rhythms, and sounds. They are sensitive to sound patterns, hum, or move rhythmically. They have good sense of pitch and play with the sounds. They can remember tunes and sound patterns. Occupation with high musical intelligence is musician, composers, singers, rappers, instrument players, and recording artists. Next, we have interpersonal intelligence. From the word inter, meaning between person or between people. It is the ability to understand and get along with others. They are skilled with assessing emotions, motivations, desires, intentions of those people around them. They have strength in understanding and relating to other people. Their characteristics is that they demonstrate empathy. They are sensitive to others' feelings and act as a mediator or counselor to others. This interpersonal intelligence can be developed through debates, social interaction, conversation, and arguments. People who have high interpersonal skills are counselors, psychologists, philosophers, politicians, and a lot more. Then, second to the last is the intrapersonal intelligence. It is the ability to gain access and understand one's inner feelings, dreams, and ideas. It is the opposite of interpersonal intelligence. Interpersonal meaning between people. However, this intrapersonal intelligence, it is within a person or within an individual. It is being aware of their own emotional state or their self. The characteristic of people who have interpersonal intelligence is that they do self-regulating and self-directing. They don't need the direction of others. They motivate themselves. They communicate their feelings, and they are being aware of their strengths and weaknesses. Its intelligence or this interpersonal intelligence can be enhanced through self-meditation, self-assessment, keeping journals to know your everyday pattern, and reflectionaires. Then we have the last one is the naturalistic intelligence. So it is the recent addition to Gardner's theory, because first it is just only 7 and now it is already 8. And it is the ability to identify and classify patterns in nature. They enjoy camping, gardening, hiking. They explore outdoors, especially for example in prehistoric times or in a Jurassic age, I guess. They learn how to survive, and they use this naturalistic intelligence to hunt or gather plants. Now they will know what are the plants who are not poisonous or not. Its potential career are biologist, gardener, farmer, and conservationist. Above all the multiple intelligence that I discussed earlier, it allows us, especially for us future teachers, to understand that every individual, every student has their own learning style, and that is why it is needed for us to teach or have different teaching styles into different kind of people, different unique individuals. That's all for my discussion from the multiple intelligences, 8 multiple intelligences, and I hope that you learned a lot. And to my audiences, what are your abilities, or what are the things that you are good at? What are the kind of intelligences that you have? How to make use of it for us to have a better society or a better world?